Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rocks Roost. It's time for another live stream event. Give me 1 second here. I'm getting things set up on the streaming PC. The internet's been out here, so that's why we're running a little late. I'm not sure exactly what was going on. It's a beautiful sunny day, albeit very hot today. But it's back on now. So there we go. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We've got some great news today. The Rocks Roost is now officially a YouTube partner. So that means supers and channel memberships are open up to me. So that the supers should be working for this stream. So if you feel so inclined, you may certainly leave me a super chat. All right, we are actually live. There we go. We're going to be jumping into Morrowind now. All right, so let's see. I'm getting a message here I'm not used to. You'll have to forgive me. This is new for being a partner. It's asking me to set up a moderator. We'll do that later. Okay, get the chat up. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, wow, this is a totally new interface. All right, so I got a lot of new stuff to get used to. So please overlook me while I'm getting used to it. Now, you may notice there's no music playing. That's because the music from this game always generates a copyright claim, and we don't want our first live stream out of the box in monetization land to get a claim, now do we? So, unfortunately, that's going to be turned off. We're going to go ahead and start a new game. And what we're doing, you probably read the title, How Rich Can I Get as a Tomb Raider in Morrowind? We're going to be doing some tomb raiding roleplay today. I've often wondered if that would be a fun way to play the game. And so we'll see. Is it fun? And can I get really rich from doing this?
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking?
We're here.
Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
What is my name? The name is Rock.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
I'm sure they will. Here the guy comes. We are going through character creation.
Quiet. Here comes the guy.
Because there's a lot I want to talk
This is
about.
where you get off. Come with me.
Well, I'm not going to get off right here. Lol. See you later, Jub.
You better do what they say.
Yeah, I agree. Take advantage of, like, no stamina. No stamina limits. Can we get ahead of him? Yes, we did. So this is going to be short and sweet. Hello.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
I hope the audio is okay.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Okay, so first thing I want to talk about in building a Tomb Raider is we, of course, as always, have our choice of race. There are several things you could consider. Like, if you're going to roleplay this, what kind of race is the most likely to be a Tomb Raider? Is it going to be a Khajiit? I think that's very highly likely. An Orc, possibly, although I think less likely. A Redguard, actually, I feel like that would probably be very likely, as would a Wood Elf. But my mind is on Khajiit, okay? That's what I'm thinking. We really don't get... We do get a short blade, because we're going to go into this tomb with an enchanted sword, later an enchanted dagger. So daggers are going to be big on a Tomb Raider's arsenal, and a Tomb Raider's arsenal, as well as light armor. We're also going to want some skill in mysticism, because mysticism is the school that has Soul Trap in it, and having a ready supply of soul gems to recharge our enchanted weapons is going to be important in this playthrough, because we have to have enchanted weapons to damage ghosts. So Eye of Night, also very good for inside the old tomb. So I think, you know, you could do a Tomb Raider out of anything here, but I think Khajiit makes the most sense. We could do a female Khajiit. No, let's do a male Khajiit. I think that's the most likely to be a Tomb Raider. I don't know why I think that. Let's see, what faces do we have? I forget the Khajiit faces. That's a good one for a Tomb Raider, isn't it? That one would be good. Who looks the most Tomb Raid-ish? I kind of like this guy. You know, he's battle scarred. Might be a little much, though. I don't know if the one eye goes into our Eye of Night very well. This one, possibly. Yeah. No, wait. Indecision. There's our Tomb Raider. I love that face. Very good. Although, you know, the one-eyed man is still calling to me. What kind of hairs? Of the one eye with the chunk missing out of his ear? That's not bad. Although you're not going to see that much. I do kind of like the tufts. I don't know. Let's go with this guy. Why not? Let's not dwell on it too long.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Here we go. Here, because I'm paranoid, are we actually... Yeah, looks like we're actually... you should be able to hear me. Should be okay. I'm not peeking. Okay. Sorry. Just gotta check. Let's run on in. Hello.
Yes, we've been expecting you.
Uh-huh.
You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released.
Oops.
There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
All right, so we're going to fill out the forms ourselves. And, of course, the name is going to be Tomb Raider, right? Tomb. T-O-M-B. Tomb Raider. Why not? Is it a little on the nose? I don't know. Combat, stealth. Stealth is more in line with our roleplay, I think. Favorite attributes are going to be strength, because of carry weight, because we're going to be carrying lots of loot, and agility. Possibly, we may want to leave this as is. Dodge and hit. Yeah, I think so. I think that's... Okay, we could do luck, but no. Strength and agility makes great sense to me. Major skills, we're going to be looking at short blade. We're going to be looking at armor for sure. That makes sense. Medium armor. No, we're going to be looking at light armor. We're going to be looking at enchanting. Enchant. And we're going to be looking at... what should our last one be? For being a Tomb Raider. Possibly mysticism. Because, well, I mean, that governs soul trap. Possibly we'll go with that. Minor skills, long blade, that makes sense, because sometimes we'll be using a sword. Not axe, I don't think. Stealth, well, it's already in there. Security. Sneak. Athletics is not bad, for sure. And... what would be good? I think maybe mysticism belongs over here, and over here should be... Acrobatics, maybe. Although we're going to be jumping around like crazy. Mercantile. Mercantile is good, yeah, because we need to be selling what we're going to get. So we got short blade, armor, light armor, enchant, mercantile, long blade, security, sneak, athletics, mysticism. That makes sense for me. Class description. Far from the sands of oh gosh, is that how you spell it? Elsewhere. This lone Khajiit Tomb Raider makes his way in the world through appreciation of trinkets and baubles long forgotten in the tombs of Tamriel. Let's see. Baubles found in the most forgotten, I don't want to say forgotten, trinkets and baubles left behind in the more, I don't know, let's say forgotten places of Tamriel. How's that? Sounds good to me.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Best sign in the game. Best sign of the game for this character. I mean, the lady, I think, is probably the best, maybe the best one in the game anyway. But the thief, I don't know. It's not really great. Tower, for 50 points untouched. That could be useful for us. Normally, I don't usually use the tower, even though it is very good. Fortify attack, possibly, because we might end up in places where we might not otherwise be. But you can deal with that with a potion. In fact, you could use potions for any of this. The ritual. For a Tomb Raider, that makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? To start with Blessed Word and Blessed Touch. Plus you get an emergency daily power of 100 points of healing, blah, blah, blah. But I do kind of like starting with the tower from a Tomb Raider perspective, because enchantment is useful for us and detecting keys is also useful for us. However, I'm guessing the ritual might be the best, because that could help us right away. Oh, let's go to the tower. Fine.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
I'm sure that it is correct. It's good. Yep.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
We shall. Now, of course, wait, where is my...
Take your papers
that's
off
right.
the table and go see Captain Gravius.
All right, so here we go. We're going to save it. Can't save it. Oh, that's right. We can't do that yet. We got to go over here first. Oops, forgot. Not you.
You'll go no further until you have your papers.
Oh, I didn't get my papers. Well, I mean, yeah, I haven't played in a while. Ah, there it is. Darn it. There we go. There's our inventory. There we go.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, we're going to go through this ritual.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Well, I'll do that. Yeah. Because, you know, we're raiding. This is what we do. Anything else worth taking? Not really. I mean, I'm not going to get bogged down. We're going to get straight to the tombs. So we'll get this stuff. Goodbye. Take it.
You've stolen for the last time.
Drop it. So in case you don't know how this works, what I'm doing is I'm grabbing stuff off of the shelf, and before they apprehend me for theft,
You've stolen for the last time.
I'm opening the inventory, dropping the item, and then they're all good with it. All right, goodbye. So now they're just here. You can just take them. All right, so we're raiding. All right, we're running here. Ooh. Yeah, we need to learn how to do combat. We'll take this dagger. We don't really need it right now. Put it on the gold doll. And F draws the weapon. Ugh. And you swat with that. Note to Riskar. Don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Gunciel. Leave it. The silverware plates. Take that. Take the crab meat. It's worth 21, worth 30. Take the flint. I don't remember what it's worth. We'll find out. Take the bread. Take the paper. Because we can enchant paper. Ah, yes. Lockpick. Grab the candlestick. It's valuable. Take the paper. All right. Now over here. Let's get a little practice in with this. Why not? Crap. There we go. We have 31 gold. We will take it. Let's put the dagger back on. The firmament. We'll take that. And again, we're not going to get too bogged down. We're going to get to the tombs as soon as we can. These are not that valuable. I'll take that. Nope, I'll take it. Alchemy is not really going to be our big thing. Petty Soul Gem. Hey, we'll take that. For sure. That's the main reason I'm looking. Is because soul gems sometimes spawn in these places. And just take it all. Take a sack. A sack's worth of goods. All right. Can't save yet. One of the cool things about Morrowind is these menus, the way they work. Like, for instance, if you want your stats down here, and they do kind of snap to the edge of the screen, which is nice. And say you want your paper doll in your inventory to be huge. Well, hey, there it is. Big. Now you can see, you know, oop. Don't put your shirt on. Put your shirt on, man. You know, you can see your guy here. And your inventory. I kind of like a big inventory sometimes. Maybe this is a little too big. You know, something like that's good. Put the stat window back up here. The map. You want a nice big map? There you go. There's your map. You want the local map? There's the local map. Like the inventory. The interface is excellent. We're about to get a magic menu, so give yourself some room there. And here we have the engraved ring of healing, a cup, and a plate. All right, so there you go. The map kind of like that. Here's our magic. And so to cast a spell, you would click on it. We don't need to cast anything right now, so we're not going to. All right, so here we go. Before we talk to the captain, though, we want...
Your papers, please.
Oh, you know what? In case I screw this up, Let's put this in there. Let's put all this stuff in there. It won't fit. Great. So, excuse me. I've been sick for a while. I was sick for like 2.5 weeks. Very, very ill. And, I guess I could put it on the ground, I guess. But, let's just put it in here. Oh, we need that. The stolen stuff is really all we need to store. Because if I screw this up, he'll take all the stolen stuff and put it in the thing. Where is the limeware platter? Did I not pick it up? Huh. Maybe I put it in that other container, didn't I? Yeah, see, so not been feeling well. But we're getting there. Did I put it in here? Tell me I did. I did. No, I did not. Did they take it from me? Now I'm on a mission. Did I not move fast enough? Apparently I didn't. I guess he got it. Oh well, it's in there now. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're gonna be fine. So one thing you want to get in here for sure, and it's hard to get
papers, please.
Because he's like right there, is this thing.
You've stolen for the last time.
I think we're fine. Goodbye.
Any time now.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, Celis Gravius, he wants to see our papers. Let's go ahead and we showed him the papers. That's great. Morrowind, yep, it's great. It's wonderful. Uriel Septum. Duties. There we go. That's given us our main quest, but we're not really important. We're worried about that. I'm just going to click through this. If you know Morrowind, you know this, so there's no need, going over it again. We have a main Morrowind playthrough on the channel if you want to check it out. I've not been able to play Morrowind
stranger,
much
my
lately.
time is short, so get on with it.
Fargoth, here you go. You want your ring, huh? Yeah, here. You can give him the ring. The ring you found in the barrel, that's his. There you go. Yeah, goodbye. Okay, so we need, before we go tomb raiding, there's a tomb not far, so we need to check that out. But before we go, we need a enchanted weapon. We will get one kind of sort of automatically on the way, but there's another one you can get right here. It's an enchanted axe. It's inside the stump. We're going to save. Oh, God. Oh, didn't quite make it. Okay, it's all right. It's kind of a tricky jump to make, actually. Where is that slave? Okay. Pay no attention to my, earth-shatteringly good playing skills here.
Limited.
And there's actually a tomb that is very nearby here.
Go ahead, stranger.
Go ahead. I have a mod for the game. I guess while we're headed there, I should talk a little bit about the version of the game we're playing. We are playing OpenMW, which is an open source rebuild of the Morrowind engine that really just kind of makes the game run a lot nicer on modern systems and gives you a lot of interesting alterations and changes you can make right out of the gate. It is very slightly modded by me. One of the mods is a change to the first tomb in the game. It greatly expands it. We'll be seeing that before too much longer. I have not really ventured into that tomb much. with the mod. I did a little bit in our earlier, I'll spit it out in a minute, playthrough. Are you all ready? But we'll get to see it in detail this time. The hopping, of course, is me training acrobatics. There you go. Splat. If you've not played Morrowind, but very little, you probably at least know about this fellow. Poor Tar Heel. We can investigate him, and the main thing he's got for us is an iron spark sword, which we're going to equip immediately. We'll put on the hat for the memes, I guess, for the lulz. And the extravagant robe. Why not put it on? The extravagant shoes. We can't wear those because we are a Khajiit. Scroll of Icarian Flight. This is what he used to essentially inadvertently off himself. So don't use those, but you can take them. A little bit of gold. Dispose of the corpse. And his journal, there it is, basically says, ha ha ha, now I can travel fast. Ho ho ho. That's great. Now, so if we are looking around here and my memory serves, which I think it's this way. There's a dagger around here someplace in another stump that we can get. I think it's that stump right over there. Let's stop and get this coat of flour. Yes. Now getting this is a little bit more difficult. Oh dear. You know what? We should probably use a regular dagger on this dude to save our charges. Charges in Morrowind automatically regenerate. If you hold the button, you're more likely to hit, really, by a little bit. Oh no. That's crab meat. You need that enchanted weapon to be able to attack and destroy ghosts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the stump. This is not going to be... No, it's this stump. It's right here. I'm like, I don't know if I can make that jump. Yeah, this right here. Here's another place to get you not only a fire dagger, fire-bright dagger, which is good for our purposes, but 50 gold. There's a nice little hoard there for you. Take the coat of flour. This delightful swampy area. All right, so let's get up on this hill. Then we're going to check the map. Actually, let's go get this other coat of flour. Why not? Ooh. Okay. It says it's still going. All right, so here we go. We get these mushrooms for no apparent reason. Need those for something. Anyway, yeah, so let me stand here for a minute. Let's look at what we've got. We have 3 enchanted weapons now. We have this axe, we have this dagger, and we have this spark sword. Any of these can be used against ghosts inside the tombs. We also have the coat of flour, which is worth 23 gold. We won't be able to sell it for that, but we could sell it for a decent amount. For an alchemical ingredient, it's worth quite a bit. You see, this mushroom is worth only 1. Yeah, so that's we're in pretty good shape to go looking for a tomb. Now, it's fortunate for us that here we are. Let me zoom in a bit here. This is the known area that's kind of colored in. This is Seydanine here, the village we started in. There's a tomb right up here on this coastal zone, right in here. So that's going to be our first port of call. let's go ahead and do it. We need to deal with another mud crab. Yeah. We're very fatigued, so this is... We'll just do the rapid spray and pray kind of thing. And we've been hit many times by a crab, so yeah, we don't have a disease. Just wanted to check. It would show up here. If it did, we don't. You can get swamp fever from the mud crabs. You don't want that. Excuse me. Here's a rat. Oh, God. Ah! Would you just die? Oh, my God. Oh, it's terrible. Okay. I heard the scrub up there. We're a scrib, brother. We're going to leave him be. And 1 second while I check something. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. The internet is still kind of hit and miss right now. I'm just making sure that it's still on. And I'm not just talking to myself for no reason. Live chat, there we go. We're on the board. Bum number 1, hello. Where's the quest marker? We don't have a quest right now. Well, we do have a quest. If we check our journal by pressing J, we know that our orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell and report to a man named Caius Casades. This is a main quest. We're not going to do that. We're just going to be role-playing as a Tomb Raider today. There are no traditional quest markers in Morrowind like there are in later games. But Balmora is up here. It doesn't say, hey, go up here. This is where the quest is. But you have to read the journal and say, okay, I need to go to Balmora. And it'll put it up here. Especially if we've read a signpost or talked to someone. The person who gave us the order told us where Balmora was. So that's why it's on the list. All right. So our first tomb is right up here. Darn you. All right. Normally with these mud crabs, it's okay to like spam, swing like that. Because, oh, it's nighttime now. Because we're going to get them. Normally you want to hold the button down a little bit. Because you're a lot more accurate. And you hit a lot harder. Like this. It's up to you though with the mud crabs, how you want to go about it. Now, the tomb we're looking for should be right around here somewhere. If my memory... Ah, it's right here. If my memory does not fail me, it should be right here. And one of the mods we have going puts this little sign out front, and that tells us the name of the tomb, the family that this tomb belongs to. Well, there's a little character there. Normally... it would be marked here on the door when you walk up to it, Samaris Ancestral Tomb. But the mod that I have basically makes your character not omniscient, okay? So that he will, the only way he knows this is a Samaris tomb is the sign that says Samaris on it. Before we go in, let's go ahead and put on our Firebite Dagger, because there's going to be a ghost or two in here. And let's save, first of all. Let's make a permanent save. Samaris. Start. And go in. And we can crouch if we wish. How is the audio level, Bum? Does it sound okay? Is my voice loud enough? Is the game loud enough? Again, the music is turned off because of copyright. Spooky. Already, if you're familiar with this game, you already notice a difference in the entrance to the tomb here. I tell you what, let's deal with the bad guys and then raid the tomb. How about that? Scroll of Telvin's Courage. Rally humanoid, rally creature. Okay. I'll take that. Spooky. It is very unnerving in here, especially if you play this game at night. And Shrine of St. Veloth. Would you like to make a donation and receive a blessing? No, thank you. Not today. The voices in my headphones are like coming from everywhere. There is skooma in this game, and moon sugar as well. If you have skooma or moon sugar in your inventory, take that. Merchants won't deal with you unless they are an illicit merchant. But yeah, you can sell it. There's only certain places you can sell. Oh, gold. Lots of gold. Love to see it. Gloves. There's only certain merchants you can sell skooma and moon sugar to. There's no ghost coming up my tailpipe, is there? Let's see. Lockpick. 10 gold. I'm paranoid, so I keep looking over my shoulder there. There's reason to be paranoid in these places, which you will see. I'm sure you can hear the voices. It can be very profitable indeed to sell skooma and moon sugar. Vivek and Mephala, who is Sivi? This is a really nice book that tells us about some lore in Morrowind. We're not going to read it right now. If you'd like, I will read it later. Ah, it's a skeleton. We need to focus on the ghosts. Oh, God. This is a bad position to be in. I'm almost dead. Oh, no, I'm going to die. Oh, God, he got me. This is so difficult. Yeah, let's load it. One thing we could do. Hey, Katie, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's official now. I'm officially a YouTube partner. And that is a happy, happy thing to see and experience. Bum, we have some Flynn here. And I thought that was skooma. We don't have any skooma yet. We will have some soon, though. I promise. We really are not equipped for this. I tell you what. Let's switch to the sword. Does this count as a short blade? I can't remember. No, it's a long blade, so let's not. Never mind. We're mainly a short blade critter. Huzzah! It's exciting. The interface for many things in the YouTube studio is now completely different now that I am a partner. There are lots of new settings, lots of different things to see. Now, I have supers turned on. Oh, there's a rat. Let me get this. Thank you. We cannot waste our charges and take out the rat with a regular dagger. Come on. And YouTube is reviewing my membership settings. I should know tomorrow. That should be active tomorrow. So memberships will be up. Hopefully, they said within 24 hours of submitting the information. So we'll see. One of the things that I didn't know that I would be getting is greater access to YouTube in terms of like support. There's a new email that I can use and a new contact number. All right, so oh, there's the ghost. Do you see him? Mr. Sneaky Sneakerson. And hopefully the skeleton won't be around the corner also. Crap, it is. There's crap. There's a lot of stuff around the corner. Holy shoot. Run, run. Take care of this ghost. Get rid of the ghost. Get out of town. Don't linger. That was the mistake we made. I'll tell you something about Morrowind that you may not know. Is that once we go outside, they can't follow us. You can get a mod that puts a script into the game that allows monsters to follow you across transition zones. But I do not have that installed. Or, well, I have it installed. I don't have it turned on for this because it would be incredibly difficult to do this roleplay if they could follow you outside. I realize it's not the most immersive thing in the world, but it is, I think, fair because it was part of the game on release, right? Alpha fascia. Like that. Oops. Take it. I think this is the way. This is not, yeah. Is this the way? Yeah, this is the way we went. I need to look for the little pile of dust that the ghost left. You know, there's a body right over there. Quack, quack, quack. The reason we're getting so many hits is we're very skilled with the short blade. You know, one of the things I'm very thankful for, apart from... Oh, God. Oh, God. That was a good hit there, Mr. Skeleton. I'm just overwhelming him. Run away! Run away! We're 50% health. It's time to go. Oh. Katie, if you're still here, I'm about to normal health-wise. The character's getting winded. Probably scared to death. That skeleton is probably right on my hind end. Yeah, I hear him back there. Yo, yeah. Oh, God. Ooh, noony noo. Nothing to see here. Bloop. There we go. So, hopefully we'll be able to get back to our collaborative project soon. There's a nice little screenshot. Look at that. Okay. In fact, take a screenshot there. Okay. Ready to go back in? I'm not ready, but let's do it. Oh, crap. The whole tomb's coming down on us now. Oh, God. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We're the least successful Tomb Raider in the history of Tamriel. Oh, great. Now it's raining. Well. Yikes. Let's go. Wow, one of these guys... Crud. One of these fellas has a very, very powerful weapon of some kind. So let's see. I tell you what, looks like we need some armor or something. So let's continue on down the coast a little bit. For another little spot where we can grab some gold. How about that? We can always come back to this tomb. In the vanilla tomb, we would have already completed it because I think usually in the vanilla game, that tomb only has like a couple skeletons, a couple ghosts, and a bone walker. If memory serves. I haven't played vanilla in a long time, but that seems about right. So along this coast, and to give you some reference, here's Satanin. Let me scroll in a little bit here. Here's Satanin. The tomb was right back here in this little cove, I guess you'd call it. There's going to be a shipwreck right along in here. We'll look at the local map. You see our tomb is right back there. One of the things I've always loved about Morrowind is this map. I mean, it's just beautiful. This local map. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's probably prettier than the game, even. All right, these mushrooms I'm getting are important for the Mages Guild quest, which we'll probably do, because we need to be able to get some spells at some point to do better in our quests into the tombs. Like, for instance, we're going to need to know one spell at least, and that is the Soul Trap. All right, here's the shipwreck. I'll walk up to it and show it to you here on the map. It's marked as Unexplored Shipwreck, Cabin, and I guess this is the hold for the world. It's right here. It's right on this little point, right at the beginning of the river that goes up to Balmora. If you go upstream from here, you'll be in Balmora. Okay, so right here on this little point, Satanin's back here. This is where you'll find this shipwreck. Now, why is this important? Well, there's stuff here, right? Here, there's some quam eggs. That's not very important. But here's a chest. It's unlocked. There's a silver longsword, which this also damages undead and ghosts and that sort of thing. Small amount of gold as well. There's a bottle. Don't really need that. Check these barrels. The loot in them is random. This is Hackalo leaf. That I don't remember what it does, but that's for making potions. Salt rice. A useful potion for endurance. Oh, crap. And if you're not used to Morrowind, you may not know that just about every time you get in the water, you're going to be attacked by a slaughterfish. That's, we're not going to worry with that right now. Okay. Hop, hop, hop. Now, you can't go in this way, I don't think. Oh, you can. Never mind. There's nothing in here. There's a bottle, and that's it. You want to go into the hold. That's where you want to go. Right here. Let's rest until healed. That also restores your fatigue, by the way. All right. It's very dark in here, but inside, we're going to find some super good stuff. Not there. And some interesting lore is gettable here, too. Here's some moon sugar. So this is a smuggler's ship. Now, there are some air pockets in here. You see the breath meter went away there. You don't need water breathing in here, even though you'd think you would. You don't. All right, here we have an expensive belt. I'll put that on. Common amulets. These things can be enchanted, like amulets. Higher quality amulet, like common amulet, has a very low minimum or maximum enchantment. And whereas an exquisite amulet has a very high. Some ashams, we'll take those. A very high maximum enchantment. Here we go, 3 diamonds. There you go, value 250. You can sell those or you can keep them. There's a jug, there's a corpse here. with 6 gold and some bone meal. Let's just take it all. And in here is the interesting thing. I think the most interesting thing in the boat. Ash statues. So, not only are these smugglers, but you'll know, if you know your Morrowind lore, that this is actually a smuggler ship in league with the 6th house. Don't get those ash statues. Bad things will happen if you carry those around with you long enough. All right, let's go. All right, so we got some pretty good loot here, didn't we? 3 diamonds, wow. It's very loud. I hope that's not as deafening to you as it is to me. All right, so we could go back to Satanin, sell stuff, or we could head on to Balmora. You know what? I tell you, it's about 6 in one, half dozen the other. In terms of distance. Let's go on to Balmora. How about that? Sally forth and onward. Here you go. Here's some things we can raid. Well, I thought we could. Never mind. I thought these were clams. They're just barnacles. Never mind. Clams have meat. Sometimes they have pearls. Now we know, because of this handy map, that the river leads us to Balmora. So there's no need for a signpost. We know there's one over here, but I'll show you what it looks like. Look for these whenever you find them. That way to Balmora, that way to Caldera, that way to Nisus, Hlaod, Narmak, and Aldrun, and this way to Satanin. Now, again, because we know we could just follow the river up to Balmora, we could take that path. Or we could stop in over here at Hlaod, the fishing village. Which might be a good thing to do. There's a mine here? Or a cavern, rather. I misspoke. We could go in there, but we're not going to go in there. We'll probably just get our hand in handed to us. We need to get a little bit more powerful before we seriously get into the raiding. You see there's some boats here? There's another boat out there. And here's a mud crab. Yeah. Got him. We need some light armor is what we need. That would greatly increase our survivability. We don't really need to go to that boat, but what I do want to do is drop down here and get this coda flower. And this mushroom right here. Violet Caprinus. There's some here too. We don't need like a billion, but I'll get them. Okay. Here's the little fishing village. Cloud. Not much to see. But... whoa, made that jump. I'm kind of shocked. Hello.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Well, fine. Welcome to Hlaod, stranger. I am Bellini Salavel, Hlaod's shipmaster at your service. What's your destination? Or, if you're new to Hlaod, I can point you to local services or to a specific place nearby. What's your destination? She can take us to Ebonheart, Narmak, or the foreign quarter of Vivek on her ship, the Harpy. Well, thanks, but no thanks. Services. Excuse me. This is town services. A few folks in town offer services, but they're either independents, like Perry and Aureli, the broker, and Palia Chino and their Kamona Tong, and offer their services to their own people. Kamanatong is kind of like a gang. What about a little secret? Talk as sheep, ask questions. That's right. Advice. When you take a job, you have to have the good sense to hold off until you're stronger if it seems too hard. Yeah, like what we're doing right now with the tombs. Bye-bye. Let's see what this person's doing. Hello.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Check out the armor. You know, the Morrowind, it feels like it's on another planet, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. We'll learn more about House Alahu later. Kalalu, even. Garden spot of the Bitter Coast region. You're lost, right? No, I'm not lost. I did come here on purpose.
Now.
Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, nothing.
What's this about?
I'm waiting.
Rumors? The local criminal organization, the Kamanatong, wasn't going to stand by and let the Thieves Guild set up a shop in their territory. It'll be bloody and the Thieves Guild doesn't stand a chance. Good to know. Let's just go. We'll be coming back here for something specific later. Let's get our energy back. You don't want to try to be doing much in this game with no fatigue. I'll tell you that much. We going the right way? Of course not. Let's go see what this guy has to say. Or we could go over there, I guess. No, don't get distracted. Well, that is an interesting location, isn't it? See what this guy has to say. Alrighty, I'll see you later, Katie. I'm going to be
dance close to the fire, don't you?
I do like to dance close to the fire. I'm going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. So I'll try to catch your stream in a little bit as well. My voice is starting to fail. Greetings, you should take care while in these parts. Murderous outlaws. Really? All right, here's a quest. Bum number 1 if you're here. Oh yes, these are dangerous times. They'll rob you blind and cut your throat without giving it a second thought. It's a bad idea to carry anything of value on your person. In fact, it's probably best if you give me that gold of yours. 100 septums, perhaps. I think you'll find the way less dangerous if you do. Okay, so this guy is, you know, he's a bandit. That's what he is. We're gonna refuse him.
Get in. You're dead already.
And I don't think so. We're gonna kill you. We're gonna run out of fatigue because we're idiots. Let's try the Firebite Dagger on him. A little burn there. We may not be able to best this guy.
You'll die where you stand.
Yeah, he got us. And we're dead. Oh, well. Okay, so we didn't get a lot of tomb raiding done today. And because my ISP flaked out, we didn't get to start at 4 o'clock. But I am going to have to go ahead and call it a stream, even though we haven't been going all that long. A little over an hour. My voice is starting to break. Thanks to Katie and Bum Number 1 for hanging out. Thanks everyone else for hanging out with us today. Next time, what I'm going to do in between Morrowind streams, I will level this character up a little bit, and we'll focus more on finding some more tombs that we can actually deal with. But the main goal of this part has been, how are you going to build a character to be a Tomb Raider? Again, I suggest that you go with a Khajiit, who favors strength and agility as their favorite attributes, a stealth build, and you should look at short blade armor, light armor, enchant, and mercantile for your major skills. Enchant because you need enchanted weapons to deal with ghosts and so forth inside the tombs. It makes sense then that a Tomb Raider would really love enchanted weapons, and the best way to have those is to enchant them yourself. Also, our minor skills are long blade, because occasionally we'll need to use a sword as well as a dagger or short sword. Security, because of, well, locks and stuff. Sneak, because, well, sneaking around the enemies might be the best way to clear the tomb out. You might not have to face them. Athletics, because we like to be able to run and swim swiftly, because we need to run away like we did back at the other tomb up here. And mysticism. Why this one? Because in this game, mysticism is the school for soul trap, and we need to be able to reliably cast that to keep our soul gems nice and full. All right, that has been another Morrowind stream here in the Rocks Roost. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. Thank you for watching the VOD. Those of you who are watching later, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks everybody for your support in the past and the present and the future. For now, I'll bid you adieu. Wherever you are, whenever you are, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
What was that?